Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Carson Courier. Thank you for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. And we have a lot of national news to cover this morning. So I do want to start with a live look out to the Capitol here, where we know that this morning we are officially 2 weeks away from Donald Trump entering the office of president for the second time. Now, we know that today will be a landmark event for Trump as Congress will count the electoral votes. And we know that this is actually going to be happening for the election for president of the United States. Now, senators and members of the House will meet in a joint session today to tally the electoral votes from the 50 states and the District of Columbia. The vice president will read the electoral votes out loud, and then Congress will count each state's results to affirm Trump's victory. Trump won 312 electoral college votes, far surpassing the 270 needed for victory. And Washington, D.C. is preparing for any violence or protests that may happen around the Capitol. This is after the last count got disrupted by rioters who stormed the Capitol building. We know it came after then President Trump claimed the election had been rigged in 2020, a claim that has since been disputed and denied in court. This morning, lawmakers, they brace for the prospect that President-elect Donald Trump may soon pardon many of the more than 1,500 people charged with crimes for their actions related to the riot that happened 4 years ago. Now, we know that Trump said he would issue pardons to rioters on day one of his presidency, which begins January 20th. Now, what's happening next? We know the certification gets started this morning at 11 Arizona time. We will be streaming that live right here for you on 13 Plus. Meanwhile, we do want to go ahead and take a live look out to the Carter Center this morning as the nation continues to remember former President Jimmy Carter, who died 1 week ago at the age of 100. His body is currently lying in repose at the Carter Center in Atlanta, Georgia, where you can see here guards are protecting the body of the former president. A public memorial service was held on Saturday. Tomorrow, the services will move to Washington, D.C. Carter will remain in Georgia until 4 a.m. Tucson time. That is tomorrow morning when his final journey to our nation's capital will begin. You can see lots of folks surrounding his casket there with the American flag draped over it. A lot of people paying their respects this morning. Again, we do know that his final journey to our nation's capital will begin tomorrow morning. That is at 4 a.m. Tucson time. Now, we do want to take another live look this morning to New Jersey. A huge story that we are following is all of this winter weather across the country. You can see lots of snow out on the roads here in New Jersey. People bracing for ice on the roads there. You just saw that truck trying to take that curve, definitely sliding a little bit out there. It is cold, it is miserable, and a lot of states are actually seeing this morning. We know this monster winter storm is bearing down on millions of Americans. The powerful weather system is stretching across at least a dozen states from Kansas to the East Coast. Nearly 55 million people are under winter alerts with blizzard-like conditions, dangerous ice, as you can see here in New Jersey, and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. NOAA's Weather Prediction Center says some places could see the heaviest snowfall in over a decade. Listen to this. In regions like Kansas and Missouri, blizzard warnings are in effect. We know the National Weather Service urges people to stay off the roads. It could take over 24 hours before they can see help. You can see here, not a lot of cars out on the roads in New Jersey. Definitely does not look like great driving weather out there. In Kansas City, Missouri, residents could see up to 14 inches of snow this morning. Can you even believe that? Along with a layer of ice. Now, take a look at this. Here at home, it looks completely different. Sunshine, amazing conditions out there. We love to see it. We do want to bring in 13 First Alert meteorologist Corey Kowitz this morning. And Corey, now something crazy is that we could maybe see a little bit of snow here at home in the next couple of days. Didn't think I'd be saying that.
Not quite that picture there. You see
nothing like that.
We're not going to get several inches, but I'm from Baltimore, and
yeah,
you're from Peoria, right?
Yeah.
They got some snow.
So I think the storm just missed them because my parents were, they were nervous about it, but they're doing good. It's just really cold.
Yeah, That's right.
Baltimore, though, definitely taking,
Cold and snow.
oh, yeah.
Oh, we got both. Yeah, so they're sending me pictures. Here's a picture that they sent me this morning. I was like, you guys got to send me something. Come on, let's go. They're part of my media team here. So here you go. Look at that. That's my backyard.
Wow.
And this was a few hours ago. So they've got more snow than that. Just eyeballing it. Definitely just a few inches on the ground.
Yeah.
Not really seeing the grass poking through. So that kind of, tells you probably about 3 inches here. A cool view. So let's check out the radar. You can see that system pushing off to the east. Good amount of snow. Good looking storm. Just kind of a fire hose. You can see they're streaming in from the southeast, supplying moisture, combining with that cold air to give a good amount of snow and a good looking storm system here. But back at home, you showed it, not looking like that at all. Not seeing any snow. We're seeing a little cloud cover streaming in from the northwest, but you alluded to it. Pattern changes coming. Let's check it out. Cooler and wetter weather ahead. It starts by talking about that low pressure to our north, which drops down by the middle of the work week, delivering cold air, spinning up moisture, and that could equal, yes, maybe snow. We do see the blue. That means snow, and then the pink is a mix. It gets close to Tucson, and it definitely envelops a lot of the higher valley towns. We could see just all snow. Then it moves out later Wednesday evening. Another low comes in, but this time it looks like the moisture associated with it, and therefore maybe some rain and snow, and mostly snow, is going to stay out to our east for that one. So here are the odds of seeing that rain and snow Tuesday night and Wednesday primarily. 40% chance in Tucson of seeing rain and snow, and possibly all snow is going to be the precipitation type out east, where we have 50% chances in Safford, Wilcox, Tombstone, Sierra Vista, Bisbee, and in Douglas. Here's what the Euromodel's calling in terms of snowfall. This is interesting. Look at that. Wilcox, an inch. Sierra Vista, Green Valley, also measurable snowfall. And how about Nogales, 2 inches? So we'll see. Right now it looks like higher valley towns to the south and east, like Wilcox, Sierra Vista, could see 1 to 2 inches. And here's the snow level, or where that snow will start in terms of elevation. So the snow level moved down from yesterday. It looked to be 23 to 2,400 feet. Now it's down to 2,000 feet. So that probably means all rain for the lower desert, like Casa Grande and Sales and Ajo, but a mix, 2,000 feet and above. So Tucson's right around 23, 2,400 feet for most. So probably going to see a little bit of a mix. Probably not going to see much of accumulation. The farther south and east you go, a little higher elevations, a better shot of seeing a little dusting, and then accumulating snow is expected. Wilcox, Sierra Vista, and Douglas going to see mostly snow as the precipitation, 1 to 2 inches, so above 4,000 feet. Wouldn't that be something? So if we do see measurable snowfall, Carson, the last time that happened was March 2nd, 2023. You want to hear a fun fact about that day?
Yeah, I do.
I interviewed for the station on that day.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Did they talk about the snow? They had to.
They had to. News director Jessica, she was talking about the fact that they got some snow in the morning, and I was like, what? I was like, maybe the mountains.
You were still in the mountain, or still in the mindset that it was just, warm all year round in the desert, right?
Yeah. No, and she was saying there was some snow. I was like in the mountains? She's like, no, down here. And I'm like, does that happen? She's like, oh, not really. Not much, at least. I mean,
that is too funny.
Yeah, they got an inch, and it kind of looked like that. So we'll see. I don't think it's
going
to look like that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough cold air in Tucson. I think we will see some snowflakes mixed in with the precipitation, but measurable snowfall, definitely a bigger question mark there. So again, like I said, 40% chance for that rain and snow mix Tuesday night through Wednesday morning. You're right, you can see the temperatures a little warm for snow that could even stick. And then we do stay cool though. I mean, look at the lows, look at the highs. 53 as the high on Wednesday.
Oh my goodness. That's going to be a cold one for sure.
That's cold even for me. And I think I've adapted a little bit too.
I think you have adapted. It happens very quickly.
It does. I go back home and it's 50, 60. I can't deal. I know. I mean, come on, what's going on? And that's what we have. And it's going to stay cool here. A little warmer though by the end of the work week through the weekend, but still, I mean, peaking at 62 by the weekend. Definitely entering a cooler pattern here for sure.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Corey.
Yes.
I did want to go ahead and take a look here at, this is a shot out of Washington, D.C. Now, you can see here one of the reporters in Washington is actually doing an interview, so not the best shot, but in the background you can see definitely a lot of people out there enjoying the snow. They've been having snowball fights throughout the morning. It's been looking pretty fun there. Of course, we know lots of stuff going on in Washington, D.C., and these folks, you know what? They just said, we're going to put on our winter clothes, we are going to go outside, and we are going to enjoy the winter conditions. So Good for them. They're taking advantage of it. You can see that guy there running through the snow. How funny is that? Again, here at home, looks a lot different this morning. Definitely enjoy those warmer conditions. As Corey was saying, it's going to cool down definitely by Wednesday. Could be in the 50s. Could even see some possible snow going into Wednesday morning. Hard to believe, but again, just to enjoy those warm conditions now. Thank you all so much for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. I'm Carson Courier. Have a great day. We will see you right back here tomorrow morning.